everybody. Welcome to Roundtable. My name is Jason, and I run the Career Center here at Combined Transport. I think I know everybody here by now. All right. So even though we've already had our introductions, you guys know me, I know you. For the recording, I'd like everybody to say who they are, what division they're in or going to be in, and what they like about the company, either so far or since you've been here. So, Jack, you want to start in the back?
Jack Midgley, I'm dedicated class out of Kingsburg. Since I've been here, you know, I've seen it go from bad to worse than to good. I actually like the driver work count now. So, yeah.
And how do you like dedicated?
She's running me.
Yeah.
She's running me. Yeah.
Good.
I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. It's a good fit for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was hoping it would be.
yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I'm Mike Courtney. I'm in Heavy Haul. So far, what I like is the effort that's given to get to know you as an individual, not as a number.
Yep. It's the good thing about not being such a huge carrier. You get to know your people a little better.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to skip to you. Did you want to
It's all right.
talk? I didn't want to embarrass you.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Mohammed, and I'm a student. So far, I like about the company is the family environment you guys have here. And it's not a small company, and it's not a big company, it's just that in between that, you know, you guys almost know everybody, and I feel like I know everybody so far, and everybody's been nice, and I just have a good feeling so far. I'm just feeling comfortable.
Good. Yeah, it's funny you say that because every once in a while I bring this up and it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I feel like we're the Goldilocks of trucking companies. You know? We're not too big, we're not too small, we're just right. But yeah, thanks for noticing that. You wanna go?
Sure. I'm Richard Sapp. I'm a student, and so far everything since I got here has just been very impressive. You know, like the other guy mentioned, the family aspect, the way that everyone treats each other. The facility itself is just all the equipment, just everything about it seems really good. So I'm happy to be here, especially as an entry-level driver with the training. Yeah.
Thank you. Lorenzo?
All right, my name is Lorenzo McPhee. Currently in FAK going into glass. I guess what I like about the company so far is that I haven't had any, I guess, complaints or any grievances or anything like that. So, I mean, that in my experience working for other companies, you know, that's kind of rare. So, yeah.
How long have you been with us now?
It'll be 2 years next month.
Maybe 2 years already? Oh, thank you.
Daniel Kirk, I'll be doing harvest at Walmart, I'm dedicated. I like the open door policy here. We don't have to wait for a call back or something like that. You can get a hold of them right away if you need somebody. I appreciate that.
Randy?
Oh, Randy Spurlock. I've been here a while, so 20 years, more or less. Been driver, flatbed trainer, glass trainer, little this, little that. So obviously I like the company.
And I'm Jason. Like I said, I run the Career Center here at Combined. A little history on the name. You know, most companies call it the recruiting department, which I still refer to as recruiting once in a while, just because it's the common name. You know, I don't want people to get confused what we do in there. But The reason why we made it the Career Center is because our career coaches, you know, they stick with you your entire career at the company. We don't just recruit you and hand you off and never talk to you again. You know, Amanda and Michelle do a really good job of explaining things, not sugarcoating things, no lying, you know, telling you straight up what it is, you know, to get people to come here. But they also talk to you while you're here. You know, and if you join the company, let's say you're coming in to be a student, right? Well, it doesn't mean you have to be a reefer driver your entire career. If you decide you want to do something else, you get with your career coach and they set you on a path of how to get to your goal. You know, we want to help you achieve your goals. So just get with your career coaches and talk to them. So Mike, if you want to move into RGN, you know, someday, talk to Michelle and she'll lay down the path for you, how you move in that direction.
Sure.
So that's why we're called career coaches, because we want to stay with you your entire career. Speaking of the Career Center, you know, our job obviously is to bring drivers in to fill the trucks that we have sitting. It's been a really difficult year due to COVID. You know, a lot of people aren't wanting to work. A lot of people are afraid of work because of the disease. I get that. But we definitely need some help filling those trucks. So recently we have permanently increased the referral bonus. What used to be $1,500 is now $2,000 to refer somebody. So if you know anybody, see anybody, talk to anybody that's looking for a job and you're kind of talking to them about where you're at and they, you know, like it, refer them to us. You don't have to do any of the recruiting, just give us the name, number, or have them call us. And if your name is mentioned during the conversation, we'll give you $2,000. We don't split it up over 6 months or anything like that. It's, if the driver makes it 30 days, you get a $2,000 check. Minus taxes, of course. They gotta get theirs. So I've always been a huge fan of the referral bonus. I feel like the drivers that, you know, we hire that are referred are really good candidates because our drivers are the ones who refer. You know, you've seen them in action, you've met them in person, you have a better eye. Because our recruiters, as good as job that they do, and you know firsthand, sometimes it's kind of hard when you're doing everything on the phone and everything's on paper, right? You know, sometimes that person to person makes it a little better. So if you do refer anybody, I just want to tell you in advance that thank you, I appreciate it, it makes our jobs a little easier. So with that being said, let's talk about some other changes that are going on money-wise. We've been doing raises this year through the different various divisions. We just added momentum pay to Step Deck and RGN and FAK last month or this month. So that was cool. I did get the green light to do it for Blackwell for next month. So for those of you that are in Blackwell, you'll be seeing that very soon. And Glass has already had momentum pay in place. Have you seen any effects of it yet? No? Well, be patient, it'll be coming. So for those of you who don't know what momentum pay is we pay you an additional 20 cents per mile for every mile over 10,000. So basically, easy math, you run 11,000 miles, it's a $200 bonus. So 11,000 miles should be a pretty achievable number to get. So you should, you know, just a nice little bonus to get tacked onto that. And then I think pretty much most of the fleet will have that by the end of next month, or the end of this month. And then of course, you know, we're always looking at ways to improve on that as well. So raises are always seem to be a thing around in the trucking industry in general. So any questions on that? No? Okay. Melissa Dockery just texted me, and she would like me to remind everybody about our Ppe Selfie Contest. So, does anybody know what the selfie contest is? What's a selfie contest?
Well, we're taking pictures of ourselves in our PPE, you know, and then posting that onto, I believe, the company?
Yeah,
Or driver.
our driver Facebook page.
Yeah, driver Facebook page, and with the hashtag PPE something.
Yeah. So, I will say this, if you're gonna participate, which I encourage everybody to do, make sure you have the proper PPE gear on. Don't get caught with the wrong gear because that defeats the purpose. So everybody knows, well, not everybody probably knows because it's probably different, you know, depending on what division you're in, but you know, proper PPE, make sure you got your vest on, make sure you got your hard hat on, glasses, gloves, and then proper attire, you know. Reefer probably doesn't have the exact same qualifications for proper PPE because you guys aren't going to be in the same areas, but if you do have the PPE gear at the requirement and you want to take a picture and add a selfie to our Facebook page, you'll be entered into a contest to win a prize. And I believe the last prize was a $50 gift card to Amazon. So it's just a way to try to encourage safety and everybody doing their part. So, did you participate in it yet?
I'm sent a meme.
Okay.
Does it have to be inside the truck?
No, it's outside the truck.
Outside the truck,
So, if you have you guys been on our driver Facebook page yet?
Yeah, I've been.
So if you look on there, you'll see some pictures of guys that have submitted their pictures. So just follow the theme and win a prize. All right. Try to keep it fun around here.
Yeah.
Let's see, you guys started this week, so you guys missed Driver Appreciation Week last week, huh? Missed it by 1 week. Well, Driver Appreciation is something that we do every year. We buy a ton of prizes. One of the things we like to add to is we do Spouse Appreciation Week. That's the week before. And we pass out a lot of prizes. We have quite a few this year. The Loves, Pilot, and this company called Road Pro, they actually donated a ton of stuff to us this year as well. And then we spent about $10,000 on prizes ourselves. So we had a really fun week last week.
Cool.
A little crazy because you're trying to draw all these different names and call everybody and get prizes at the same time. It's fun. It's a fun, hectic week. Okay, so that was our update from our safety manager. Please mention the PPE. So, any questions so far? Comments? No? Okay. So another thing that I like to do during roundtable is I like to do the rumor mill portion of it. So the rumor mill is, I'm sure maybe you guys haven't because you're still pretty new, but rumors are always out there. Rumors get talked. That's what we do. We like to talk about rumors, right? Well, I like to squash rumors. So if anybody's heard a rumor, I'd like you to bring it to me and I can tell you whether it's true or not. Has anybody heard any good rumors since you've been here?
It has to be about the company.
Well, I don't know if I can answer the ones outside.
That was a good question.
We can debate it, but I wouldn't be able to answer it further. If it's within the company, I can answer it. If it's outside the company, we can debate it. Now I'm curious, what's your rumor outside?
I don't know.
It's as bad as you say.
All right. So
I think we've been here too, we're still too new, I haven't heard any.
Okay. Well, I've heard rumors, not recently actually. I haven't really heard any good rumors, have you? But I used to hear the rumor all the time that, we're for sale or we're buying one of our competitors. I used to get that rumor all the time. We're not for sale and we're not buying our competitors. So that's one I usually get a lot. I get rumors like we're buying, Peterbilt's, which we're not buying Peterbilt's, but those are all old rumors. I haven't heard any good ones lately, and I was kind of hoping somebody had one.
Actually, I heard one today. About 3 of us we heard. They said that for us, Reefer West, it's not usually Reefer West. You guys will send us all over.
So that is somewhat true. So Reefer West means that you are designated for the West Coast area, which includes the 5 states, right? Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, and Idaho. Dispatch can dispatch you off that lane. However, you have the right to turn it down because that is not your lane.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So if they want to dispatch you to Colorado, you have the option to say, no, that's not my lane. I would like to stay in my lane. But if they say, hey, I gotta live in California, would you like to go, or Colorado, would you like to go to Colorado? You absolutely can take that one. Okay. Now, being brand new students, we're probably not gonna make that offer to you right off the bat. It'll probably be a few months. Okay? We wanna get you used to driving closer to home. But once you're showing skill and, we know that you guys can handle it, they may offer you some off the lane. And again, it's up to you if you wanna take it or not. Okay? Does that help with that? You have to go anywhere.
Huh?
You have to go everywhere.
Everywhere. I just had a change today.
Yeah?
It was changed within the last 4 hours.
Yeah. Have you all? That happens.
Are you Canadian qualified?
No.
No.
So are you going north or south?
I'm heading to Redmond.
Yeah.
From Redmond up towards Portland.
Okay.
Drop, going over Clackamas, loading, heading to Missouri.
What was the original plan?
Just from here to Portland.
Oh.
Now they got me going to Redmond, and then
So they added something last minute. Yeah.
because they wanted me to load first thing Monday morning, and now they've changed it to Monday afternoon.
Gotcha. That doesn't happen to heavy haul too often, but it does happen. So,
He asked me if it was a problem. I said, no,
yeah.
doesn't bother me.
Keeps you busy, right?
Hey, miles is miles.
That's right. So, okay, anything else I can answer for you guys? No? Okay. So, I know the four of you just went through orientation. You guys went, Jim, you guys had Jim as your orientator. Did he mention anything about, our culture or anything that you haven't heard yet from the rest of us?
I don't think so.
Does everything seem to be pretty, what's the word I'm looking for, consistent with how everyone's
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did he mention, I know he likes to talk a lot about, like a buffet. Did he mention that metaphor at all?
The
How it
buffet.
combines like, it's like a potluck, not a buffet?
Oh, I don't remember hearing that.
No?
Yeah.
Did you remember hearing that when you went through orientation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both times.
That's usually Jim's like go-to story. I'm surprised he didn't say it. So I'll say it since he didn't say it. So the point of the story is you know, working here, you can either take or you can give, right? So you get what you put into this place, right? It's like going to a potluck. You know, everyone's got to bring something, but you can take what you want from the table. It's not a buffet where you just take what you want, right? So if you guys bring something to the table, you bring something to the company, I promise whatever you put in, you'll get something out of it, right? And I think I mentioned this when we first talked. You know, we really believe in setting everybody up for success here. You know, I don't want anybody to fail. We invest a lot in our training. I try to pay attention to people's needs and you know, try to see where they would fit good and give them a lot of choices. It doesn't work every time, but you know, we try to pay attention to that kind of stuff. I think Jack's actually an example of that. You know, we had an opening come up in our dedicated program, and I thought he'd be a really good fit for it. Seems to be working out pretty good so far, right?
Yeah. Brittany are a mesh. We finally figured out each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, nothing's permanent either. If something doesn't work out, we can always try something new too. So
I'm still the problem child.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, good. I mean that
Keeps her on her toes.
makes you stand out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Staying consistent.
Being consistent. So
not under the radar, though.
So if you guys, what I'm trying to say is, if you guys give 100%, we'll give 100% back. Okay. I mentioned before, you know, communication is key too. Make sure you're always communicating with us. Talk to me if there's an issue. I don't ever want you guys to get upset and not talk to us about it, because I do not want that anger building up or whatever resentment you have building up. We're all professionals. We can talk to each other. We don't have to scream at each other. You know, we can just work out the problem. And most of the time, there's always a solution. You know, a lot of times it's just a misunderstanding, so we can get through that. But I don't want anybody to be ever afraid of talking to us. I don't want you ever to think, well, if I bring this to their attention, they're just going to get mad at me and put a target in my back. That's not how we operate here. And I only say that because I've heard people say that before. You know, and I feel like they've gotten that experience from other companies. And I have to tell them we're not that company. I'm never going to paint a target on anybody's back. Okay. So if you know, excuse me, that goes with making those mistakes. You know, as long as you own up to your mistakes and you fix them, we're going to move on. Okay. I'm not going to bring it up again. So please, communication goes along with that. Please talk to us if there's any issues. Okay. If you're not happy with what you're doing, let's try to find something else that you are happy with. And if it's just not a good fit here, it's not a good fit here. I'm not going to force it. But at least we want to try. Okay.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that, yeah.
Where did you come from before trucking? What are you doing?
I'm coming out of the building industry. My brother's a contractor.
Yeah.
And I just had it.
Yeah.
I called, said, look, I gave you my 2 weeks. I'm gonna go learn how to drive trucks. And I had no idea that I ended up getting a grant because my town burnt down. So I was a fire victim. I got a grant to go to school.
Oh, wow.
And it just turned out that way, and it's all worked really well so far. And I ended up here, which I'm really happy about. So everything's going really good.
Good. Happy to hear.
I need to learn how to drive now.
We'll teach you. We'll teach you. You got a lot of time with us. You're doing back in class next week with Earl, right?
Yeah.
Or is that, next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had a meeting with Earl today, and he is a very unconventional trainer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna teach you to back up, right? That's not his goal. His goal is to teach you the mechanics of why you have to do what you do in order to back up, right? And the reason why I think that's so much better is because we can't train you for every situation, right? But if we can give you the mechanics to figure it out, I think that's way more valuable, and that's what Earl does. He explains things. The way I hear him talk sometimes, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I see them do it, it's like, oh, wow, that made a lot of sense. I would never have thought to do it that way. So, most of our students are fairly successful that go through that class. Now, there's a couple that still struggle for various reasons. It's not 100% perfect, but it is a very good class. And for the most part, I expect some of you to drive figure eights backwards when you're done. So I'm excited to watch you guys, because you guys do it behind my office. So
Oh, okay.
I get to watch you guys.
Just taking notes, Andy.
Okay.
Or is he pointing and laughing?
I'll make sure he
No,
gets a
he
whole
doesn't
truck.
do that.
Yeah.
So Muhammad, what about you? What'd you do before you got your license?
I worked a lot of different places. I was a roofer. I worked at Target Manufacturing, 5-star hotels as a receptionist. I worked overseas. A lot.
So what made you decide to try trucking?
Honestly, I like to travel. I've been to 12 countries.
Wow.
I just love to travel.
Yeah.
And I like to stay alone. So.
That's you picked the right profession.
Yeah. I was thinking about buying that bus to turn it into a home and just, instead of paying rent.
Yeah.
And I've been told, well, I'm going to need a CDL Class B. And someone told me, you know what? Why don't you just drive a truck? That way you're going to make money, you're going to travel. And that was 5 years ago. And I've been thinking about it for 5 years. I just never took that first step. Until one day, I was working at Target. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to be a truck driver. Next thing, I just started calling schools. Ended up in the one up in Troutdale. Graduated last week, 2 weeks ago. Came down here and I'm here.
Here you are.
Just no plan,
Well, it's funny that you say, you want to get a bus and just kind of travel the country. That's what truck driving's all about, is traveling, and the difference is you get paid to do it. We're paying for your fuel, we're paying for your ride.
That's
and we're paying
how
you.
I calculated. I was like, hey, I can do it and spend money, or do it and make money.
And you can make really good money as a truck driver.
That's what I've been hearing.
So it's a good profession to get into, and the world needs truck drivers right now.
And the fact that I don't have kids, I don't have a dog, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a life.
Money in the bank.
Well, get a dog. I think we allow pets on the truck. Even if you got a girlfriend, we allow,
See, I get bored easily. That's why I like to keep moving, But I might. I've been thinking about it.
Get a dog?
Yeah, either a dog or I was thinking about a monkey, but
We can talk. I don't have a strict rule on what kind of animal, but we do.
well, I already Googled it and it's illegal. I have to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we do have a driver that has a parrot on the truck.
Yeah.
And we have drivers with cats on the truck, which I don't necessarily recommend the cat one, because then you got the litter box. But, it's your choice.
Declawed. Get
And then-
declawed, yeah.
Yeah, we had a driver that had flying squirrels on the whole truck. So I'm not opposed to talking about it. You know, I wouldn't allow like an alligator on the trail. But, you know, we can talk about it.
I think somebody's got a snake.
Yeah, I'm a little leery on the snake thing too. I guess we can talk about what kind of snake. We'll go for snakes. So, but yeah, I want it's your home away from home, right? So I want you to be comfortable with what you're doing. You know, I know it's a sacrifice being on the road for a lot of you, and I appreciate it. I really do, because like I said, we need drivers. So if we can make it as accommodating as possible, we'll do whatever we can. Yeah. So, any other questions I can answer for you guys? No? Okay.
No, it's just honestly, I really feel comfortable so far about this company, and I feel like I'm gonna be staying with you guys for a while, hopefully, if you guys like me,
Well, we'll see how next week goes.
Yeah.
Next year we get a monkey.
Yeah, it's been to be. Well, no, seriously, I'm happy to have all you guys here. And if there's anything we can do, let us know, okay?
Okay.
But for the next, especially with you two, the next 6 weeks is pretty critical. So just make sure you listen to everything, pay attention to everything. I mean, this is a highly sensitive, safety sensitive job. So I just want to make sure you guys get everything you need to be successful. Okay? But you also have to put in 100% yourself to get there. Just like the rest of these guys can tell you that. And trucking is not the most glamorous job in the world by any means. There's going to be days where you're like, what am I doing here? But there are a lot of good days too. So don't get me for
Well, the way I'm thinking about it, after 6 months, I can change, and that's nice.
Yeah.
Go flatbed or go dedicate, that's super nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of options here. I mean, some of the guys that are in a multi-axle position, the higher, the bigger axle trucks, I mean, a lot of those guys started off in flatbed. So, I mean, I really believe in promoting from within here. So if you put in, like I said, you put in that 100%, you show, your work ethic, those are the guys I promote. So, I would rather promote a guy from within than hire somebody on the outside going into the bigger stuff. So, just a rewarding for dedication. So. All right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, well, I know it's Friday. You guys are probably itching to get back and relax for the weekend or wherever you're doing this weekend, so I'll go ahead and end it there. But if any other questions come up later, you know where to find me, okay?
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you, too.